folks here. We are going to be counting down live tonight, live on channel 26 and channel 23, also on our digital channel 26.6, and for those of you watching us on the internet, we're live on WCIU.com. We've got a great show planned for you. We've got a lot of stuff packed in the next 15 minutes. We've got a lot of neat folks here from the station. Come on, guys, make some noise. We're going to be counting down. We've got a lot of neat things to do. We've got some folks at the station who are helping to make this thing possible as well. So we want to show you a couple of live shots. We've got Ben, who's live in Master Control Room number 1. Ben. We got Brady, who's back in Control Room 2, who's doing the directing, making all of this happen. Brady? Hey, Kyle. Let's get a shot of Erica while we're here as well. Erica's our producer here at Sears Tower. Erica's on a cell phone giving us all of our countdown cues. We want to do several things tonight. First, we obviously are going to be counting down. We've got an FCC deadline at 11:59 and 59 seconds. We have to shut this big beast off the air, which is analog channel 26, the box that is sending the signal out to you at your home right now. But we want to tell you some of the reasons why. There's lots of people that may wonder, why are we doing this whole DTV transition to begin with? There's many factors, but one of the biggest things is the TV spectrum that television takes is very big. Channels 2 through 69, as most of you guys know, is the broadcast spectrum. But the FCC is taking a lot of those channels back. Channels 52 to 69, after tomorrow, are going away. They're going to public safety here in the Chicagoland area. Some of the two-way radios for the police department, the ambulance services are going to be taking over those frequencies. That's really the big driving factor of why a lot of these stations are switching over to digital. There are some additional benefits, as those of you who have made the conversion, I'm sure have figured out already. You get an HD picture, which looks fantastic. Also, it allows us to do digital sub-channels. We're doing because we're going to be the first channel to sign on in 1964. We're also going to be the last channel, the last UHF station to sign off tonight at 11:59:59 right here on channel 26. There's a lot of people back at the station that make this thing possible. Some of you guys may think that WCIU is just a small independent station. There's a lot of folks that make that signal happen and bring the picture to you at home. And we're going to show some of those folks today. But right now, I want to show you some of the people that have worked at WCIU for a long time. We've got some folks like Carol Zucchini, Dave Sterling, and Neil Sabin, who's played a big role at the station here in bringing the U and a lot of these things to you. So we're going to roll a piece right now, a little history piece, talking about some of the historic moments at WCIU.
Favorite shows were The Queens, Big Hill Hill, Soul Train with Cornelius.
Whenever you see words on the screen, they're put in by an electronic machine called a character generator. Somebody types them into the machine. Well, at that time, we did not have a character generator, so what we had was what they called a church board, which was a black board that held white letters, and somebody had to go in and put the letters on little things that they would stick onto, and it would shoot those letters with a camera. And the batteries were heavy too, and they only lasted maybe 15 minutes, so I had to carry spare batteries with me.
I was sentenced to hard labor at WCIU in July of 1994, charged with getting a staff together to change the stations from Spanish, financial news, Polish, Greek, and a few other languages into the U. So we created You Dance with B96, for example. Svengoolie rose from the dead on our station. Over the years, it sounds like we're the 15-year overnight success, but we've done very well because we seem to have tapped into what people want to see.
What channel 26 is, also the digital transmitter, analog channel 23, and maybe a couple of peeks out the window as well. But right now we're going to show you a little video clip. It's kind of a quick tour of our station that we taped earlier today. And again, there's a lot of hard-working folks we have back at the station at 26 North Halstead to bring that picture to you. It's more than just a person who pops the tape in the tape machine and hits play. There's a lot of hard-working folks that make this thing happen to bring a picture to you. So go ahead and roll it, Brady. I'm out here at 26 North Halstead in Chicago. It's our studio location for WCIU, and a lot of people might think that WCIU is a small Chicago independent station. There's actually a lot of stuff that goes on here in this building to make the picture come from our place to your place. So come on in, let's take a look around. 12:25 GPS time, you're hot.
Hi, I'm Jen. Welcome to Live Broadcasting. I'm glad you're here.
We're now in Master Control 1. This is the room where everything happens. Kevin, what exactly happens in this room?
Well, out of this room, we broadcast WCIU, the U, Me TV, Me Too, and this TV for all the viewers in Chicagoland.
This seems like a really fun job. Do you get to just sit here and if you want to watch Svengoolie all day long, can you just hear that on WCIU, or do they tell you what you have to run?
I have to run what I'm told to run, and I follow the law. The electronic log to make sure everything runs smoothly and properly.
And who generates that?
The department.
On WCIU TV, the sales department chooses what.
Well, I'm here in the sales department, but I don't see anybody here. I guess that's a good sign. That means everybody's out selling in the streets, so we will get paid this Friday. But let's see if we can go find a sales manager, and they can tell us a little bit about what the sales department does. Not Kathy, she shut her door. Let's try Cheryl. Cheryl.
We talk to lots of different clients, and we try and work with them to figure out what products they want to sell, and then we match those products with all the different programs we have in our sales. To the art shows, to the insider, to Tyler Perry House of Fame. We actually have a terrific accounting department that takes care of all our collections.
Accounting, and which way is that?
The sales team better get me the paperwork I need, which they do. These commercials are allowed to air. Then they come back here, veto the man. Goes out, gets all the money, voila, everybody gets paid. That's it. There's a creative department here that's far more fun to talk to guys.
What do they do over there?
The creative team? Oh my goodness.
You know what? Before we hit the on-air promotions department, let's make a quick pit stop here and talk to the program king of WCIU, Mr. Sean Long.
I'm responsible for picking the shows, what time they air. We look at the overnight ratings every day to see what people are watching.
We're now in the added editing suite.
The first time here, you see that runs next Friday. Stream up clip to the show.
We're going to go back to the place where we started, which is in the master control suite. And Kevin's going to tell us exactly how the signal gets from that room to your home.
Well, from this room, it goes to the Sears Tower.
And Sears Tower, is that like a cable underground, or what exactly happens?
It goes through a microwave transmitter.
And
It's located on a roof.
on the roof. So this is the last stop of our tour of 26 North Halstead. We're on the rooftop of the studio building, and this is the place where the signal that you see on WCIU comes up to and hits this dish right here, and this dish sends the signal up to Sears Tower, where our transmitter equipment is located. And that takes us right back here to Sears Tower. And Charlie, what are we down to right now? Charlie's got our official count with this GPS watch. Charlie.
Almost down to 3 minutes, 30 seconds.
All right, so we're going to have to cut our script short here. We're going to give you a quick tour of what the WCIU TV26 room looks like. We got Tony, one of our engineers, running camera. Tony, let's show him back behind all the dishes that bring that signal. These dishes Tony's showing you right now. What Tony's going to show you now, this is the back side of it. He'll walk around and give you a front shot here of the channel 26 transmitter. But this is the box you're looking at. right now that we're going to be all shutting down in about 2.5 minutes here. This is the big box that's delivering channel 26. We'll show you how much more efficient DTV is. Right over here is our digital transmitter. This is channel 26.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It's all carried over this box that, as you can see, is about the size of a large refrigerator. Right over here we have channel 23. Now we're doing something special on channel 23. For those of you who have not made the conversion, you're waiting on a coupon, you're in the process of hooking up your wires, we're offering a lifeline service in Chicagoland. We're doing a partnership with WGN and WMAQ carrying their newscasts. And also you're going to be seeing WCIU programming throughout the day, beginning tonight at midnight. So in about 2 minutes, channel 23 will be showing WCIU programming, and you'll see WMAQ, NBC5 News starting tomorrow morning. What time are we down to? We're getting down to our final minute. Charlie, what are we down to?
We're down to 11:58:30.
We got about a minute 30. So we're all going to walk around in front of the analog channel 26 transmitter here. We've got a group of 5 beautiful WCIU employees here. We've got editors. We've got folks that work for this TV. We've got folks like Gilbert who monitor the ABS forum message board for the Chicagoland area. So those of techies out there that monitor those message boards, there's Gilbert. And we have Jessica from the graphics department who put together these fine opens. All right, we're down to 1 minute. We'd like to do a very special thank you for some of the folks at WCIU who made this thing happen. Neil Saban, Fred Weintraub, the Shapiro family have all done a great effort to making this DTV transition happen and making it as smooth as possible. Molly Kelly and crew, all the volunteers who are out at Cook Brothers today, who have been manning the phones, we appreciate all their help. We're wanting to kill this thing now, so we're getting down to, how much time do we have, Charlie? 30 seconds. Okay, we're going to kill this thing here in how many seconds? Let's do a countdown here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's over. WCIU Channel 26 has faded into television history. Channel 32 is still alive.
Enrollment fee and absolutely no long contract required. Visit valleyfitness.com or call 1-800-FITNESS.
Did some of the officers cross the line?
Monday at 9 on Fox Chicago News. Chicago cops on patrol are having a good time.
But here, sitting in the lap, I mean, is that okay?
We ask why some cops are flirting rather than protecting.
The Chicago Police Department has opened up an internal investigation into the incident.
Monday at 9 on Fox Chicago News.
Closed captioning and other consideration for TMZ provided by...
It's hard to imagine that there was a time before all this happened when everyone was happy.
I can't. Mom, you gave up everything for me. And you will be okay.
Yeah. My sister's...
Olay goes beyond everyday clean to a deep micro clean. Olay deep cleansers reach the microparticles of dirt some basic cleansers can leave behind. Or clean so deep it's micro clean. Olay deep cleansers.
Hello, I'm Mike DeSerio from the National Association of Broadcasters. From now on, this television station is no longer running regular programming in an analog format and is broadcasting exclusively in digital. The switch only affects viewers who watch TV using antennas. If you're seeing this message, this television set has not yet been upgraded to digital, or your equipment is not working properly. If you subscribe to a pay TV service like cable or satellite, you should call your provider immediately. This short program is designed to help viewers upgrade to digital. We'll help you set up a converter box, talk about antennas, and answer many questions about digital television. We'll also help you scan for channels, a very important step that everyone with a new TV set or converter box should do today. Please keep watching this entire program. At the end, we'll provide a phone number for more information. To continue watching free television with an antenna, you have to upgrade in one of three ways. First, you can purchase a new set with a digital NTSC tuner. Most TV sets sold in the last 2 to 3 years have digital tuners, which can pick up all the digital programming out there. Visit dtvtransition.org and click Is My TV a DTV to see if you have a digital TV. You know your set has a digital tuner if the channel numbers come up on the screen with a dash or a period. For example, channel 4 would come up as channel 4.1 or 4-1. If you see periods or dashes, your TV set is digital. So you should try rescanning or reprogramming for channels. More on rescanning in a minute. Second, you can purchase a converter box which makes digital programming viewable on older TVs. Converter boxes cost between $40 and $70, and in a few minutes I'll show you how to set one up. It's the least expensive way to upgrade, and the federal government has been offering $40 coupons to help purchase these boxes, but these coupons could take 6 weeks or more to receive in the mail.
As of now, this is the only analog station left. Channel 32.
The third way to upgrade is to subscribe to a pay TV service like cable, satellite, or a telephone company television service. Call your local pay TV provider. So, how do you set up one of these converter boxes? It takes a few simple steps. Each unit comes with a remote control and a coaxial cable. It may also have audio-video cables with yellow, red, and white plugs like this, and may have a separate power supply and cord. First, locate the cable that's currently running from your antenna to the TV, take it out of the antenna or VHF jack on the TV, and put it into the antenna in jack on the converter box. This may also be labeled something like RF in or from antenna. Next, take the coax cable that was supplied with the converter box, put that in the antenna out jack on the box, and this may also be labeled something like RF out or to TV, and then put the other end of the coax into the antenna in jack on the TV. Or you can use audio-video cables instead of the coax, if you have the cables and your set has the corresponding inputs. If you have a VCR or DVD player, however, you can use those particular cables to connect the converter box with either of those devices. Finally, turn your TV on and put it on channel 3 or 4. If you're using the audio-video cables for hookup, then select the TV to AV or video. Then, plug the converter box power cord into a wall outlet. Turn on the converter box using the remote, and you should see the output of the converter box on the TV screen. It usually appears with a setup menu. It will either prompt you to scan for local channels, or it will do so automatically. You may also need to go to Menu and select Setup to auto-program or scan in channels. Now, what if you already hooked up the converter box properly, scanned for channels, but you're seeing this message right now? Why is that? It's probably because many channels changed their locations on the broadcast airwaves after the transition. To make sure you're getting all the channels available, you should rescan your converter box or digital television set. Otherwise, you might miss some of the channels you received in the past. Rescanning for channels is relatively easy, but each TV and converter box is different. So if you're having trouble rescanning, review the instructions or owner's manual. Going back to rescan involves finding the menu function. Usually just press the menu button on your remote control and choose an automatic scan or easy scan function or manual scan function, and let the television or converter box find channels for you. Before we address antennas, it's important to know that the new digital signals work differently. Once you've upgraded, you should have a clear picture with no ghosts or interference. But if you can't find channels you're used to watching, or you're getting spotty or pixelated reception, there are a number of things you can do. First, make sure you have a VHF-UHF antenna. VHF-only antennas, like these rabbit ears, only pick up channels 2 through 13, while UHF-only antennas, like this Silver Sensor model, only pick up channels 14 and higher. That's why you need a good VHF-UHF antenna to get all the channels out there. The location of an indoor antenna in the room also makes a big difference to how well it receives DTV channels, and you may need to try different locations to get the best reception. Raising it as high as possible is usually best, and you will also need to try changing the location in which it is pointing. An alternative is to use an outdoor or rooftop antenna, which generally works better than indoor antennas. The higher an antenna is placed and the larger it is, the better it generally works. Be careful setting up any outdoor or rooftop antennas. Many require professional installation. You can pay a few dollars for some indoor antennas to over $100 for a good outdoor antenna. To learn more about antennas, visit www.antennaweb.org. Now, let's review this checklist to help you receive free digital TV. 1. If you have a newer TV set, check your owner's manual to see if your set has a digital NTSC tuner. If you have a digital tuner, you don't need a converter box and most likely simply need to rescan for channels. 2. Older TV sets that use antennas to get reception now need a converter box to get reception. 3. Many channels moved around after the transition. All viewers should rescan their converter boxes or digital TV sets today to make sure they're getting all the channels available. 4. If you have reception problems, make sure you have a good VHF/UHF antenna. And remember, a good rooftop or outdoor antenna will always get the best reception.